Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roger Tuivasa-Sheck career. It's going to be round 2 of the season, and we got a win. Yeah, we got a win in our first round encounter, which is good. Great to get off to a good early start in the season, and because you're going to come up against teams like this, the Storm. We are playing at home, which is nice. Obviously, the Warriors were, the team that got screwed over the most with COVID this year, but they handled it expertly. They handled it better than a lot of people, including myself, thought they would. But obviously in the game we're getting to play at home, so hopefully next year the Warriors. I mentioned this in another video about the Warriors, but I don't know. Honestly, who knows what's going to happen next season with traveling and whatnot. So it's a wait and see, but. Yeah, taking on the Storm, who are they did lose their first game, but this is a real tester, especially coming off against a loss. They're going to be fired up. They're not when was the last time the Storm would have lost their opening 2 rounds of the season? I absolutely no idea. And right there, we were through the gap. I wanted him to stay on the outside, but he turned back on the inside, and unfortunately, it was a bit of a ricochet, and Cameron Munster just, if there's a player you don't want the ball to bounce near, it's Cameron Munster. He was able to swoop on it as Jesse Bromwich gets very, very close. Thankfully, I think it was Jazz Tavanga there helping us out with the big man. So early pressure here, 4 tackle. It's going to go back to Delph and Nukin on the inside. Nice little change of angle. That's the Storm. They do like to try to play some simple plays close to the line, especially early in the game. Not anything too extravagant as the kick goes up here, and well taken there, nice and safe under that one. But I feel like honestly the Storm of late, as who is this, Justin Olam, the strength, the footwork. I know they've been naming the teams of the 2020, and for some reason Justin Olam wasn't picked in the centers, which is just baffling. I think because he didn't play Origin, I think he got forgotten in the 2020 team of the year. I can't even remember who voted on it, but Justin Olam, in my opinion, was easily the best center of the year. Probably up with Stephen Crichton, in all honesty. Katoni Staggs was excellent, but he did miss a good chunk of the year, so I don't think you could give it to him. But in my opinion, Justin Olam was far and away just the most consistently good center in the game. He's just, he's good. I'm actually surprised. Obviously, he is Papua New Guinean, but I thought he might get approached by Queensland because I don't know if he's eligible, but I know he played a lot of his lower grade and his previous sort of rep stuff not in Queensland teams, but he did play in the Q Cup and he came through the Queensland system. So I'm surprised they didn't mention if he's eligible for Queensland in the Origin, whether or not he'd play for them or not. But I'd love to see it. And I know this has been talked about before, but I would love to see that just because, he could still represent Papua New Guinea, but, if he just represents them, he's not going to make nearly the money he deserves. And I know Origin is, you want it to be played against players that represent the states, as who is this, Branko Lee gets through there, but, if he doesn't want to play, and if maybe he's New South Wales eligible, who the heck knows? But just a little tidbit I was actually curious about when sort of Queensland were discussing their outside backs. I'm like, Justin Olam, surely he's eligible for Queensland, dude. But regardless, that's a different debate for another day. Is Branko Lee is going to open the account? No, when did they score? Who did they score with? Oh, Justin Olam. I'm losing my mind. That's what happens when you go off topic, dude. They're gonna score their second try just on the stroke of half time. That's a coach killer right there. Cameron Smith is not gonna make the same mistake. Slot that one over, so 10 points to nothing right on the stroke. That's a killer. And I mean, the completions are what's really done us in that first half. But I mean, we played okay, defensively decent. So only 10 points adrift. If we can just fix up the errors and try to get a little bit more possession, because the Storm, they've, it's a Storm-like early season performance. They've been clinical without being brilliant, and they've just controlled the footy, controlled the tempo and the field positions. So yeah, we just have to try to just work our way up the other end. We might have to play a little bit more, aggressively. Throw the ball around a bit, just try to break down the defense. But a good chance here, 50 odd minutes into the game, a good chance to put in an attacking kick as a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. I think it was Jazz Tavanga, who not a noted kicker. He's got a little bit of skill, but we called for the kick across field and he's put it on an absolute, just set it up on a silver platter right there. That was beautiful. Beautiful stuff, right underneath the goalpost. So Harris Tavita is not going to make a mistake. So 10 points to 6. I mean, that's exactly what you need to do up against the Storm. Trying to fight your way back from 10-0. You need to score those nice and early. Unfortunately, who was it? Fusatua, Kemamalo. He was through. I called for the kick, and he almost got the little chip away, and it could have been a try for us if he got that kick away. I don't know. They might have stopped it, but it didn't end up that well. It sort of ricocheted off, I think, Vunivalu's legs, and he was able to swoop it up and scoot downfield. So the Storm now get a chance to further extend the lead or get the lead back out to 10 points potentially, as the ball gets batted down. Ryan Pappenhausen, we make the tackle, but he's gonna muscle his way through. Oh, that is, I mean, that again we just wrestled back the momentum. A silly error after a good bit of play, and it just gifts the Storm another 4 points. So this is I was going to say a big kick. Doesn't really matter in the whole scheme of things. He's going to miss another one though. He's having a shocking night with the boot for some reason, Cameron Smith. Maybe a little windy here in New Zealand, but up the middle there we get absolutely belted. I thought for a second the gaps opened up, but it closed pretty quickly. It looks like Big Tino on the field, and he was actually, so I a little bit off topic for the series is who is this, Tino Brown maybe, but I was actually thinking I'm probably gonna do my next star player career probably Tino, as that is. Whoa, what a try. That's as good as you'll see. That is, look at this. We just swoop around the back, the quick hands. That is beautiful play. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That's one of the best tries you'll ever see on this game. We honestly, I'm pretty impressed with our play when we play like a star player career or even our beer pro career. We get some nice tries with the AI, dude. I'm pretty decent at like getting the AI to set up some nice plays, and that was beautiful. As up the guts again there. We're trying our absolute best to get this victory, dude. I feel like the Storm probably deserve to be in front by a little bit more, but they're only 2 points ahead. If we can just snatch a late try here, we got the chance. And a couple of minutes left. It's last tackle, not the position we want to be in. Call for the kick, but an absolute shocker from Harris Tavita. And that's gonna be the last throw of the dice right there. But getting back to that last point, yeah, Tino Fasuama'a Ali going to the Gold Coast Titans next year. I think he's gonna be the player I do a star career mode on next. Just, we get to play with the Titans. Big Tino, pretty ideal is right there. We actually got the ball back. I called for the kick, and he went for the drop kick, which actually would have worked out pretty well if he just got that kick away, dude. We might have got there, but we didn't get the victory. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the series or are enjoying the series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.